Hello kids, welcome to another episode of Kids Weekend Code Lab. I'm still your Scratch tutor, Ijoma. So today we'll be looking at animating with sounds. Yeah. So lesson goal this week, kids will learn how to record their voice for an animated story, discover how to sing their voice with their characters' movements, understand how sound makes animations more exciting and engaging. So you learn how to use your voice note or your voice recording to make your sprite talk. Okay, you say what you want your sprite to say, you record it, and then you sync it with your voice recording. Then what is animating with voice recording? I know most of you are not familiar with it, because this is the first time I'm introducing this since we started our Scratch program class. Animating with voice recording means taking a recorded voice clip and matching it with a character's movement in an animated story. This makes animations more exciting, expressive, and fun to watch. Yeah. Why is it important? Number one, it brings characters to life. Voices make characters feel real and full of personality. Secondly, it adds emotion. A sad voice can make the scene feel sad, while a cheerful voice can make it happy. Then thirdly, it helps with storytelling. It makes the audience feel connected to the characters and the story. So we'll not have to use our speech bubble because the voice will be talking. So we may not use our speech bubble. Okay. Now we're going to create a story. Okay, but before that, this is how you record. When you want to record, you go to your sounds, as you can see on the slide. Then you go to record instead of search, upload, or other icons you can see here. You click on record and you click on the red button to record your voice. After that, you can edit. Okay, or after editing, you attach it to you add it to the code and attach it to the sprite's voice. Okay, so we're going to create a story. Let's create a story with voice recording and sound, and the name of our story will be Goblin and the Talking Book. Okay, Goblin and the Talking Book. So Goblin will visit the city library and find a mysterious book that talks. Then the book invites him into a magical story unfolding an adventure filled with wonder and excitement. Trust me, you're going to enjoy today's project. Okay, so we'll start by choosing Goblin, which is going to be our character sprite. After that, we'll choose the city bus. We'll be using the city bus sprite for our project. Thirdly, we're going to upload a book, but I won't show you how to upload a sprite in today's class. In our next class, we'll be learning how to upload sprites and backdrops. Okay, how you can browse websites you can get all those things from. We'll be looking at that in our next class. Okay, then we'll look for bedroom, which is going to be Goblin's bedroom, right? And then we'll look for another room that we can use for our library. Then we'll be using the colorful city backdrop as well, after which we'll start coding. So let's head on to Scratch. Okay, I just opened my Scratch interface, so I'll delete the cat because I won't be needing the cat for today's project. So click on delete and delete. That's nice. Now let's go to our sprite library and we'll search for Goblin. Alright, here is Goblin. So I'll choose Goblin, and Goblin is right here on the stage. All right, then we'll search for the room. Right, which room are we going to use? Let's use room 2. Okay, room 2 will be Goblin's room, so Goblin will stand right here. All right, so let's code. When green flag is clicked, want Goblin to say something, but we're going to use a voice recording. So go to our sound and hover on your sound icon and choose record. So now I'll click on this red button to record my voice, and I'm going to say what I want Goblin to say. Okay, oh no, it's 12 p.m. already. I should go to the city library. Alright, this is what I want Goblin to say when the green flag is clicked. Oh no, it's 12 p.m. already. I should go to the city library. Oh no, it's 12 p.m. already. I should go to the city library. So I'll edit my voice. I'll make it smoother. So this is how you can edit your voice. But before then, we're going to change this recording 1 to Goblin's voice. Label it 1 because Goblin is still going to make other statements, so we need to demarcate them and differentiate them. Okay, so this is it. Press enter and it's set. So I'll use the softer. Oh no, it's 12 p.m. already. I should go to the city library. Alright, it's okay like this. So I'll go back to my code, go to sounds and get play sound until done. So once I click on the green flag to start. Oh no, it's 12 p.m. already. I should go to the city library. Alright, then after saying that, I want Goblin to glide from this particular position out of this room. Okay, so to do that, we'll go to our motion and first create an initial position, which is exactly where Goblin is standing. We want Goblin to take this position anytime the green flag is clicked. So to do that, you go to X and Y block and place it right here. Okay, then we want Goblin to glide from here to here. Okay, so glide him. Actually, we're gliding him already to get to this position. Yes, that's it. So get your glide 1 second to X and Y block and place it here. I want Goblin to glide for 2 seconds because if I leave it at 1 second, it's going to glide too fast and we don't want that, right? So click on green flag. Listen. Oh no, it's 12 p.m. already. I should go to the city library. And they glide. So once Goblin gets to this place, we want something to happen. Right now, go and select another backdrop. The second backdrop we'll be using is city. Right, just city, I think. Let's search for it. All right, colorful city, that's the name. So choose colorful city backdrop and then click on backdrop and say when green flag is clicked, switch backdrop to Switch backdrop to bedroom 2. All right, so when goblin glide from this position to this position, switch backdrop to colorful city. All right, so oh no, it's 12 p.m. already. I should go to the city library. All right, and the position changed. So let's code again. Go to your events and get when green flag is clicked, or when backdrop switches. When backdrop switches to colorful city, they want goblin to wait at the bus stop like though he's waiting for the city bus to come. Okay, so change goblin's position and place him right here. All right, and then you go back to your motion and get me this. All right, go to -142 -33. All right, this position is okay. So we'll go back to our sprite library and we'll download, or you search for city bus right here, the pink bus. That's it. So this is the city bus that will take goblin to the city library. Okay, so start like this. When goblin shouldn't be taller than the bus, right? So let's change the size of the bus to 120. All right, the bus is now bigger. All right, so let's code for the city bus. Go to your events and get when backdrop switches to colorful city, wait for 1 second. You're going to set a position for it. It's going to come from here, or let's remove the wait for 1 second first. Go to this position and glide. It's going to glide from here to here. It's going to glide from here to here, and we want it to make a sound. Okay, it's going to horn. It will horn for goblin, then goblin will glide into the city bus and they will zoom off. So we have to code for it, right? Go to your sounds and get car room. We have car room here. No, we don't want to use the sound. Let's look for horn, where the car will horn, or the bus. Let's go and look for horning. Car horn, something. Yeah, car horn. Yes, this is the sound we are looking for. So we'll go back, and then you click on your arrow down and you change it to car horn. So when the city bus glides from here to here, it's going to horn. All right, So once that happens, it's going to broadcast a message. So we have to use our broadcast block, broadcast a message. So we'll write, let's create a new message. The name of our new message will be City Bus. So we'll go back to Goblins, and now when I receive City Bus, glide from this position to this position. Listen. And hide. I'm going to make it hide. So listen, it did. So when green flag is clicked, we'll add show block to the first code. All right. Okay. So listen, what we have done.
Oh so no, it's 12 p.m. already. I should go to the city library.
No way.
Oh no, it's 12 p.m. already.
So something is wrong here. The city bus is visible, so we have to go and hide the city bus. So when green flag is clicked, hide. Go to your events. Get when green flag is clicked. Look for your hide block. Hide. When backdrop switches to colorful city, show. But want it to wait for 1 second before showing. This is where our wait block comes in. So listen.
Oh no, it's 12 p.m. already. I should go to the city library.
Off he went. The bus came. Alright, we need to do something else. The bus is going to go to back layer. Go to back layer. Go to back layer. Or no, come to front layer. For the bus is going to come to front layer.
Oh no, it's 12 p.m. already. I should go to the city library.
Alright. We'll get in and disappear. Now let's go and continue. So broadcast city bus. When I receive city bus, it's going to hide. Then after that, it's still going to broadcast again. The city bus will glide from here to here, and then it's going to hide and switch backdrop to room 1, which is our library, right? So see what will happen. To show and it will hide here. Alright, so now let's continue. Now it's going to broadcast, or let's go back to Goblin. Click on Goblin and code. When backdrop switches to room 1, show, and take this position. So go to your motion and get. Now we're going to make goblin glide from here to here. Okay, so now let's glide goblin from here to here and to stop. All right, beautiful. We can make him glide slower. Let's make it 1.5 seconds.
Oh no, it's 12
Here,
p.m.
glide from here to here.
Oh no, it's 12 p.m. already. I should go to the city library.
Alright. Okay, so go back and make goblin glide faster. Not here, the second glide. Let me make it glide for 0.5 seconds. That will be faster, right? Okay, it's going to glide from here to here. Now it's time for us to upload the talking book, upload sprite, spell book. We're going to use this book for our project. Alright, the book have been imported, as you can see. So I'm going to change it to 50 because the 100 size is too much for it. Alright, to just reduce it. So we're going to make this book. I think it's still looking so big. Let's make it 40. Better. So we're going to make this book glide from here to here, or we place it somewhere here, and it's going to glide from here to here, either of them. Okay, so we just start with, when green flag is clicked, we need to hide it so it won't be visible. When green flag is clicked, hide. When I receive, or when backdrop switches to room 1, show, take this particular position, and alright, take this position, and I still feel like the book is still looking big, right? Let's just leave it here. Take this particular position. We need to make it switch costumes or switch effects. Let's make it switch colors. Okay, but before then, let's make it glide. So it's going to glide from here to here. Okay, glide 1 second from here to here. One second is make it glide for 2 seconds, or 1.5 seconds. 1.5 seconds is okay.
Oh no,
Oh no,
it's 12 p.m. already. I should go to the city library.
Alright, we are going to make it wait. Let's make the talking book wait for like 1 second before it glides. Let's see. Okay, to glide from here to here. So forever color effect, go to your looks, look for your change color effect by 25. So I want it to be changing color. You see, now it's looking like a magic book. Now it's just looking like a magic book. We need to add eyes and then give it maybe we'll add a mouth, because it's going to be talking to Goblin, right? So go to your costume. All right, let's draw. Change this to white. Okay, should have an outline. Draw the eye. Draw the eyes. Now let's draw the eyeball. Need to change this to black so we can draw the eyeball. No, this just changed. Ctrl Z. All right. Make sure it's not selected so the color won't change. I'll do this and choose circle again. Go to your fill, change it to black and draw the black eyeball. Draw the black eyeball. All right, this way. Now let's draw the lips. The lip is usually pink in color, right? So change this to pink color, something like this. Now bird. Then you draw the lip. Sure. I'm going to give it a tiny mouth. Okay. Is the mouth too tiny? Then let's select and make it bigger. Alright, this is not bad. Alright, that's the lip. So now we're going to duplicate this spell book. Duplicate and change the shape of the mouth so later on it look like the sprite is talking. And then we'll change the position of the eyes. To be switching costume. Alright, not bad. Okay, so when he's talking, to be switching costume. Alright, then he's going to say, make it say something, right? Just make this stay on its own. When I receive embed of switches to room 1, room 1, wait for 2 seconds and then you start displaying this. Wait for 2 seconds. Wait for 2 seconds and display. All right. Then you go to so when this is done, after gliding, it's going to broadcast a message. Broadcast talking book 1. Just create a message and name it talking book 1. Type it in, talking book 1. Okay, so talking book 1. Then you start. When I receive talking book 1, when I receive talking book 1, we want it to say something, so we're going to record another voice note. Let's record again. No, looks, this is sound. So let's go and record sounds. So the voice we'll be recording is Hi Goblin, it's good to see you. I've been waiting for a young dreamer like you.
Hi Goblin, it's good to see you. I've been waiting for a young dreamer like you. Hi Goblin, it's good to see you. I've been waiting for a young dreamer like you. Hi Goblin.
So now we'll save and we'll make it softer.
Hi Goblin, it's good to see you. I've been waiting for a young dreamer like you.
No, we'll make it faster. For the book, we'll make it faster, and for Goblin's voice, we'll make it softer. So the book.
Hi Goblin, it's good to see you. I've been waiting for a young dreamer like you.
Perfect. Now we're going to change this recording 1 to talking book 1. And enter. So now we'll go back to our code and we'll add the sound talking book 1. So
Hi Goblin, it's good to see you. I've been waiting for a young dreamer like you.
alright, so while he's talking, we'll make it switch costume. When I receive talking book 1, when I receive talking book 1, next costume. Next costume. Wait for maybe 0.5 seconds. 0.5 seconds. So add a forever to it, or we'll use repeat block. You see, repeat 10 times. Let's see if it's going to work.
Hi Goblin, it's good to see you. I've been waiting for a young dreamer like you.
Alright, it's synced together. So the costume will be switching and the sprite will be talking. So Goblin is going to respond. So make the book broadcast a message. So when Goblin receives the message, he'll start talking. So now let's create another message. New message. Use Goblin talk. Goblin talk 1. Okay. So go to Goblin. When I receive Goblin talk 1, Goblin is going to say something. So go to your sounds and get hear this. So now we'll have to create another sound. Let's go and record another voice for Goblin. So Goblin is going to respond to the book. Go to your sounds, record. So let's record Goblin's voice. Oh, you're a magic book. Can you tell me a story?
Oh, you're a magic book. Can you tell me a story?
So now we have to go save and then we'll change the voice. Remember, Goblin's voice is softer and the magic book voice is faster.
Can you tell me a story?
So we're going to change the voice note to Goblin's voice 2. Voice 2, enter. No, hurry back. Let's get back to our code. We'll change it to Goblin's voice 2. So while doing that, Goblin is going to change his costume. So make him switch his costume to, how many costumes does Goblin have? Let's check. Goblin have up to 4 costumes. So we'll use the Happy Goblin. Happy Goblin is Goblin B. So go back, switch costume to Goblin B. After talking, switch it back to Goblin A. Goblin A. So we need to add Goblin A from the beginning. Switch costume to Goblin A. That's it. So,
oh, you're a magic book. Can you tell me a story?
And then it's time for the magic book to respond. But before then, Goblin is going to broadcast a message. So go and create a message. Go to events, get your broadcast block, and
Hi Goblin, it's good to see you. I've been waiting
we're
for
going
you
to change this message to
Oh, you're a magic.
new message. We'll make the magic book talk for the second time, or talking book, right? We're using talking book 2. Okay, so we'll go back to the, I need to change this spell book to talking book actually, so it won't be confusing us. Talking book. Okay, so when I receive talking book 2, it's going to say something again. So we'll have to go and record another voice. It's going to say, of course, I have a lot of fascinating stories to tell. So let's record. Of course, I have a lot of fascinating stories to tell.
Of course, I have a lot of fascinating stories.
So we'll save it to make it faster.
Of course, I have a lot of fascinating stories to tell.
Alright, go back to your code. Oh, we didn't name it, so let's go back and name it. Name it Talking Book 2. Talking Book 2. Enter. That's right. So go back to your code. Go to sounds. Play sound Talking Book 2. Done. So we can now duplicate this block, save time, drop it here. When I receive Talking Book 2, maybe we may make this one 15. It's going to be up to 15, and we'll delete this block, or let's leave it and secret a message. So let's drop it here.
Oh, you're a magic book. Can you tell me a story?
Of course, I have a lot of fascinating stories to tell.
Alright, and it's still talking, so we'll make it 10. Let's make it 10. Stop.
Of course, I have a lot of fascinating stories to tell.
It's talking fast. Let's make it 8. And see.
Of course, I have a lot of fascinating stories to tell.
Alright, and it's going to broadcast a message. They create another message. Goblin's voice 3. Goblin's voice 3. Enter. So when Goblin receives the message, it's going to respond to the book. When I receive Goblin's talk 3 or Goblin's voice 3, it's going to see something, right? So we're going to record our voice again. Sound, read. Oh, I can't wait to hear your storybook. Can you start already?
Oh, can't wait to hear your storybook. Can you start already? Oh, can't wait to hear your storybook. Can you start already? Can't wait to hear your storybook. Can you start already?
Go to your sound, drag the play sound voice and drop it here.
Can't wait to hear your storybook. Can you start already?
And then the book will start telling Goblin a story. But Goblin will have to pass a message to the book. Broadcast the message. Let's name the message Story Time. Create a new message and name it Story Time. Story Time. Okay. So when the book receives Story Time message, when I receive Story Time, let's create it. No, we're not creating a message. The message is already there. We're looking for story times here. And to start. So we go to our sound. The name of my story is The Secret Door to Wonderville. Deep in the heart of a quiet little town, hidden behind twisting ivy vines, lay an ancient wooden door. No one knew where it led, and most people didn't even notice it, except for Ember, a curious 10-year-old with a wild imagination. One stormy afternoon, as the rain drummed against the rooftops, Ember felt a strange pull towards the door. With trembling fingers, she turned the rusty handle, and in an instant, whoosh! A gust of golden wind swept her inside. She landed in a place unlike anything she had ever seen. Wonderville, a world bursting with glowing trees, floating rivers, and whispering fireflies. But something was missing. A tiny creature, half cat, half dragon, bounded towards her. Ember, you're finally here. We need you, it squeaked. The town's grand clock, the heart of Wonderville, had stopped ticking, and without it, all magic would fade. Determined to help, Ember explored the Hall of Echoes, where forgotten dreams hummed in the air, and crossed the Bridge of Wishes, where silverfish carried messages between worlds. Finally, in the Valley of Time, she found the lost clock key, but it was guarded by a giant cloud beast. Thinking quickly, Ember offered the beast a story, one so wonderful. Fill the sky with stars. As a reward, the beast handed her the golden key. She raced back, placed the key into the grand lock, and tick-tock, tick-tock, magic flowed once more. Wonderville sparkled back to life, and Ember knew she had discovered a secret world that would always be waiting for her beyond the ancient door. This is the end of my story, kids. Hope you enjoyed it.
Deep in the heart of a quiet.
So we're going to change this to faster.
Deep in the heart of a quiet little town, hidden behind twisting ivy vines, lay an ancient wooden door.
So go back to our code, and we didn't name the sound, so let's name the last recording to the story. Enter, go back to code and change this to the story, attach it here. Then we're going to duplicate this. Let's bring this down, bring this here. So we're going to change this to when I receive story time. You have to make this talk like many times as possible, like 300, till the story comes to an end. So you'll be monitoring it to check if it's going to correspond with the voice note. Okay, if it doesn't, you add it, but if it's over, you adjust. Right, so we're going to make it Then it's going to broadcast a message. So let's create a message. Broadcast Goblin's voice for Goblin's voice for okay. Goblin's voice for. So when Goblin receives this, Goblin voice for, it's going to say something. So go to Benson. Thank you so much, Magic Book. I really enjoyed your story. It's so interesting. I'll always come here during my free time to hear more fascinating stories. We'll save. Change it to Goblin's voice for. Goblin's voice for. Enter. Go back to your code and add it there. Goblin's voice for, and the Magic Book will now say something. Finally, so that's when Goblin broadcasts a message. Goblin will say, let's just use goodbye. Okay, to broadcast goodbye. So when the Magic Book receives goodbye message, when I receive goodbye, say it's the sound. So we'll have to go and record. Go to sounds and record. Say goodbye, Goblin. See you some other time.
Goodbye, Goblin. See you some other time.
And as usual, we are going to make it faster.
Goodbye, Goblin. See you some other time.
And change it to goodbye. Goodbye. Enter. Oh. Goodbye. Enter. Go back to your code. Goodbye. And that is it. After that, it's going to switch. You have to create a backdrop and name it the end. So we'll create it by ourselves. Okay, go to your paint, no. And just white then. Beautiful. So we're going to type the end. The end. Let's expand the end. So it will switch to, we didn't name the backdrop. Name the backdrop the end. That's it. Go back. So switch backdrop to, go to looks, switch backdrop to the end, then play the down sound. Play the down sound. Go to our sound library and search for down sound. Alright, so easy to end our story. Play sound. Ta-da! It's time to play our project. Let's see what we've done so far. So I'll go ahead and click on the green flag.
Oh no, it's 12 p.m. already. I should go to the city library.
Hi, Goblin. It's good to see you. I've been waiting for a young woman like you.
Oh, you're magical. Can you tell me a story?
Of course, I have a lot of fascinating stories to tell.
Can't wait to hear your story, book. Can you start already?
Deep in the heart of a quiet little town, hidden behind twisting ivy vines, lay an ancient wooden door. No one knew where it led, and most people didn't even notice it. Except for Ember, a curious 10-year-old with a wild imagination. One stormy afternoon, as the rain drummed against the rooftops, Emma felt a strange pull towards the door. With trembling fingers, she turned the rusty handles, and in an instant, whoosh! A burst of golden rain swept her inside. She landed in a place unlike anything she had ever seen. Wonderful. A world bursting with glowing trees, floating rivers, and whispering fireflies. But something was missing. A tiny creature, half cat, half dragon, bounded towards her. Ember, you're finally here. We need you, it's quick. The town's grand clock, the heart of Wonderville, had stopped ticking, and without it, all magic would fade. Determined to help, Ember explored the hall of echoes, where forgotten dreams hung in the air, and crossed the bridge of wishes, where silverfish carried messages between worlds. Finally, in the valley of time, she found the lost clock cave, but it was guarded by a giant cloud beast. Thinking quickly, Ember offered the beast a story, one so wonderful. Fill the sky with stars. As a reward, the beast handed her the golden key. She raced back, placed the key into the grand lock, and tick-tock, magic flowed once more. Wonderville sparkled back to life, and Ember knew she had discovered a secret world that would always be waiting for her beyond the ancient door. This is the end of my story, kids. Hope you enjoyed it.
So something happened when the book this block is supposed to be here.
Deep in the heart of a quiet little town, hidden behind twisting ivy vines, lay an ancient wooden door. No one knew where it led, and most people didn't even notice it. Except for Ember, a curious 10-year-old with a wild imagination. One stormy afternoon, as the rain drummed against the rooftops, Ember felt a strange pull towards the door. With trembling fingers, she turned the rusty handles, and in an instant, whoosh! A gust of golden wind swept her inside. She landed in a place unlike anything she had ever seen. Wonderful. A world bursting with glowing trees, floating rivers, and whispering fireflies. But something was missing. A tiny creature, half cat, half dragon, bounded towards her. Ember, you're finally here. We need you, it's quick. The town's grand clock, the heart of Wonderville, had stopped ticking, and without it, all magic would fade. Determined to help, Ember explored the hall of echoes, where forgotten dreams humped in the air, and crossed the bridge of wishes, where silverfish carried messages between worlds. Finally, in the Valley of Time, she found the lost clock key, but it was guarded by a giant cloud beast. Thinking quickly, Ember offered the beast a story, one so wonderful. Fill the sky with stars. As a reward, the beast handed her the golden key. She raced back, placed the key into the grand lock, and tick tock, magic flowed once more. Wonderful sparkled back to life, and Ember knew she had discovered a secret world that would always be waiting for her beyond the ancient door. This is the end of my story, kids. Hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you so much, Magic Book. I really enjoyed your story. It's so interesting. I always come here during my free time to hear more fascinating stories.
Goodbye, Goblin. See you some other time.
All right. I hope you enjoyed my story as well. So this is the end of today's class. I'll see you in our next class. But till then, keep scratching. Bye.